呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 28 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We can see the title down here. Koroshite yaru. Will kill. Gonna kill ya. And that was how the previous chapter ended, was bu koroshite yaru, a little bit more emphatic in the bu korosu. And we got this preface of maybe the first time in my life, a really guttural declaration. And he's directing that at Mahito. Okay, so let's zoom back in here and see what we said. 今まで俺の口から出た言葉は. So again, kind of a summary of the previous ending. As for the words that had come out of my mouth up until now, すべて嘘だったじゃないかと思えるくらい. All of it, all the words that had come out of my mouth up until now, all of it were a lie. Isn't that? It's thinking to that extent, or you're able to think to that extent that wasn't everything I said a lie up until this point a lie? Hara no soko kara detta honne. What was honne? The true sound? Real motive, real intention. The real intention coming out from the depths of the belly. And again, bukoroshite yaru. I'm going to kill you. Again, the butsu, the boot here adds a big emphasis on the kill. So again, a summary of the ending of the previous chapter. And then we get a splash page for chapter 28. Again, koroshite yaru, will kill you, with Itadori and Mahito. Notice we have the kurage here, the jellyfish, which appeared to have been like Junpei's shikigami or whatever, his spiritual animal. But Junpei is dead. Mahito killed him, or so it appears. We get a blank page, and we start. Itadori Yuji wa mizukara no inochi o. Is that kaeri mi nai? It's not kaeri. It is kaeri. Okay, kaeri mu? Kaeri miru, to look back, to reflect, to consider, to have concern about oneself, or to concern oneself about. So again, as for Itadori Yuji, one's own life, not considering reflecting back or looking back or reflecting on. He's not reflecting on his own life. Hitojichi ni yoru gai teki na shibari wa geto ni tomerarete. Okay. Due to a hostage, gai teki, outsideness, foreignness, gai teki, external or outside shibari wa. As for an external or outside binding due to a hostage, by Geto, am being stopped. Being stopped by Geto as for an outside external shibari due to a hostage. This is Mahito talking. Naraba, if that's the case, koroshitai hodo nikui aite o korosenai toki, kare wa sukuna ni tayoru daro ka? Okay, tayoru is to rely on. So if that's the case, wanting to the extent of wanting to kill hated enemy, the time of korosenai, of not killing, a time of not killing a hated enemy that you want to kill. As for him, meaning Itadori, relying on Sukuna maybe he'll rely on Sukuna if that happens. Junpei de tari nakereba seito o hitori zutsu men no mae de kaereba ii? Okay. With Junpei, if not sufficient with Junpei, in other words, right, he did this to Junpei to force him into this, right? If not sufficient with Junpei, pupils, or teachers and pupils, I guess like hitozutsu, each one, before the eyes, if change, that will be good. Again, so Mahitos is saying like, basically, if what he did to Junpei isn't sufficient to cause Itadori to rely on Sukuna, then every single student and teacher before Itadori's eyes, if he transfigures them, if he changes them, that should be good. Let me just double check. Hitori Zutsu, or yeah, Hitori. Okay, that's not going to come up as a thing. Zutsu just means like a piece, or one at a time. And just to double check, Seito is... Oh no, it's just pupils. The pupils. The pupils one at a time before the eyes. If changing, it's good. Okay. All right. We're continuing to get his inner monologue. Arigai o koeta nikushimi de Sukuna to no kousho o unagashi Itadori yuji ni shibari o kasu. Okay, so Arigai. Interest, advantages, disadvantages. With hatred exceeding advantages and disadvantages, with Sukuna, kousho, negotiations, no. Yeah, negotiations or connection. Unagashi. Prompt, urge, or press a connection with Sukuna by doing this, by exceeding, with a hatred that exceeds interest or advantages or disadvantages. By Itadori, a binding will kasu, like cause or inflict. Impose a binding, a shibari, with Itadori by doing this. Okay. それで少なをこちらに引き入れる確率が上がれば、万々歳だが、これは俺が彼より強いことが大前提。Okay, so with that, causing all that to happen. So with that, Sukuna, like pulling in as a friend, or he says kochira, like to me, or this direction, but as a friend. Pulling him in, hiki ire, to drag into, to win over. Winning him over as a friend, kakuritsu, the probability, if the probability increases, kakuritsu. Yeah, kakuritsu. Banbanzai. A matter for great congratulations, it is. Okay. So if it increases the probability for pulling over Sukuna as a friend by doing that, then it's a cause for celebration. But as for that thing, me, more than him strong event, meaning like me being stronger than him, that's either Itadori or Sukuna. It is Daizente. That's a major premise. Meaning he's not sure. He's not sure, like if whether he is stronger than, I guess it's Sukuna. That makes sense here. Okay. All right, let's get to the action. We get these crazy screaming sketches here going. We get 10 Teki, heavenly enemy. Teki, and then another full pager here. So let me just zoom out for the whole thing. This covers 1.5 pages. Okay, Mahito appears to have sprouted wings. Oh. And it looks like Itadori is just punching a wall. I guess he missed. Bah. Korokoro katachi o kaeyagaru. So changing into a rolling form. Korokoro katachi o kaeyagaru. Shime ya nage kara no kumitate wa kangenai hou ga ii ka? Okay, shimeru here is to tie or fasten. So tying, fastening. Ya nage. So like a tie or a fasten or a throw. As for kumitate, engaging, kumitate, or setting up. As for setting up, I guess, like with a throw or a tie, like binding him down. As for that, kangenai hou ga ii, not thinking about it. Should I not think about it? Is that good? Yeah, so I guess as for like trying to set up, or as for constructing a throw or a bind, stop thinking about it is good. Or not thinking about it is good. Now we're hearing Itadori's thoughts. 攻撃が効くと分かった以上. Okay, now this is Mahito. Attacks being effective understood in addition, or more than having understood that the attacks are effective. So in the previous chapter, he discovered that Itadori can actually hurt him. He can punch his soul. Katachi o kae, changing the shape. Mato o ookiku suru no wa tokusaku janai. Changing the shape and mato. Oh, mark or target. And as for making a big target, and changing the shape, isn't that tokusaku? It's not a good plan. It's not a good plan to give him a bigger target. Naraba. If that's the case, so they're both going through their logical questions here, and they both come to the same conclusion. If that's the case, Okay. All right. They're both thinking something and then doing a technique. So enjoy the visual and then we'll zoom in to see what they're doing. Acorn. So itadori's in that case, or if that's the case, 何百回でも何千回でもぐちゃぐちゃになるまで叩き潰す. Okay, it's not an actual technique. He's just saying, however many hundreds of times or however many thousands of times, until it becomes like crazy, striking and crushing. I will strike and crush however many hundreds or thousands of times that it takes. Howdy, howdy. And Mahito's response is, Yori senren sareta korosu tame no katachi o korosu tame no inspiration o taigen shiro. Okay. What does yori mean at the beginning of a sentence? Since? I guess since senren. Polish, being polished or refined, killing, purpose, shape. A shape for the purpose of killing and being refined. For the purposes of killing, an inspiration, taigen will do. Personification. Okay. So he's saying he is going to do the personification of the inspiration of the intent to kill, or the purpose of killing. And a form that's like with the purpose of killing that's being refined. Okay, so he's now changing. Zupa. Gago. Dosha. Stuff flying around. Zuza. Okay, so he cut a big hole in the side of the building. Gyori, gyori, gyori. Gyori, gyori, gyori. Okay, he's doing something with his arm. Oh, it's turning into a drill. That's the sound of the drill. Gyori. And he's shooting the drill, or it's like extending. Bashu. Bah, bah, bah. Oh, he's grabbing the thread. いつまでも飲み続けるわけじゃねえだろ? Itsumademo, like, not forever. Oh, I guess it is forever. Forever continuing to extend reason it is not right. Like, there's no reason that you can extend forever, right? So he's grabbing this. Gui. Choo. Nope. Okay. And that thread erupts in spikes. Bushi. And Gugyu. I guess that's Itadori forming a fist. He's still grabbing onto it. Gui. Grab. Yeah, so he's yanking. He's yanking Mahito. Whoa. And sending him flying. Gasha, gasha. Doko. Hanasu daro futsu. So letting go, right? Normally. Hanasu daro futsu. Like, I guess normally, like people would let go, I guess. Of course, that's not what he did. He says that, and I guess he thinks katachi o hiroge sugiru to. So if widen too much, or if expand too much the shape or the form, so sasei to kyodo ga ochiru na. The so sasei and the kyodo fall. So sasei. Operability. The operability and the strength degree. Kyodo. Strength intensity, they fall. They decline. If widen the form too much. Shuru. I think that's the sound of him like sucking back in his hand. Okay, here comes Itadori. Dobo. He's like slamming into the ground or something. Oh. And he's now attacking. Oh, goo goo. Punching. Okay, Mahito looks a little bit hurt, but then grins. And again, spikes. Dochu, dochu. Ga! Kimi ja, ore ni katanai yo. You, like you know, against me can't win. You won't win, or you can't win against me. Ah. Sasato kawanna yo. Quickly. Kawanna, like to change? Kawaru. Oh, to change places. So like, I think this is like, won't you quickly change places? He's talking about with, sukuna ni, with sukuna. Sukuna ni sa, gu, mui tenpen. And we've seen this before. This is the like, idleness transformation or whatever. Dokun. Ore. Okay, so then suddenly, this is like badump, like a heartbeat. Dokun. Darkness, and then suddenly a vision. Ore no tamashi ni fureru ka? Okay, so like, Ore no tamashi ni fureru ka? Like, will you be touched by my soul? Fureru. It's to touch. Yeah, to touch, to feel, to come in contact with. I guess maybe it's more about that, like touching or contacting my soul, coming in contact with my soul. Tomo ni hara no soko kara kozo o waratta naka da. So together, from the depths of the belly, friendly waratta, a friendly laugh. It's a different kanji. Yeah. A friendly laugh sneer or ridicule the boy. Yeah, so like we had a friendly laugh at the boy's expense as together from the depths of our belly. Ichido wa yurusu, nido wa nai. As for one time, will allow it or forgive it. The second time will not. It does not exist. Okay, so that was that whole scene, I guess, in the previous chapter where they were both laughing at Itadori. Bu o wakimaeru. Is this like know your place? Bu o waki. So bu there means like part. Bu o wakimaeru. Yeah, discern, discriminate, understand the part, like the section. Shiremono ga. And shiremono is just going to be like fool, idiot. Yeah. So this is like know your part, know your function, your role, know your place. Fool. Shiremono ga. Ga. Kawanne yo, itta yo na. Won't change. I said that, right? Bu koroshite yaru tte. Said gonna kill you. Gochu. Go. Gochu. Or I guess that's gosh. Gochu. Go. Or bachu. So I guess he's like repetitively headbutting him here. Gusha. Tom. This looks like one of those broken spikes. Or one of those spikes, it's broken. Okay, I guess this is an attack coming in. He's kicking him. Gucha. Ja. Okay, he's getting all furious, but apparently Mahito is still able to just suddenly move and do this. He's got a durian. He's going to crush him with a durian.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Huh? What? Boom. Okay. Is that him? Boon is usually the sound of whiffing, of missing. Oh, okay. And then suddenly we know what this is, right? This is Nanami. Nanami's skill. Yeah, so suddenly Nanami appears. Gyun. Or Gin. I guess that's right. Okay, so Nanami appears. Nanamin. Oh, okay, and that's the end. That didn't feel like the end. Okay, Yoshino Junpei. He was 17. Here's his stats. There you go. Read at your own pace. Okay, well, hey, a shorter chapter for Jujutsu Kaisen than usual. That's good. That's the end of 28. We will read 29 here next time and see where it goes.